Allow me to discuss to you the supplemental guide in building LDM2 Practicum Portfolio. In the last LDM pre-implementation module, you have learned that a portfolio is a tool that can be used to record and reflect on one's learning progress. Remember, a portfolio is a tool that can be used to record and reflect on one's learning progress. In the LDM course, the practicum portfolio you have been building enables you to make connections between the module-based learning experiences and how this help you in doing your actual tasks. Question in mind. Is this portfolio similar to the portfolio submitted after the LDM2 course? The answer is no. The portfolio submitted before includes theoretical outputs. This time, the LDM2 Practicum Portfolio includes evidence of what you have learned in LDM2 course and how you have been applied your learning in the workplace. As I mentioned earlier, artifacts, or what we commonly refer to as means of verification or MOV, capture this progress and provide evidence that you have been applying in the workplace what you have learned in the modules. This kind of integrative learning contributes to having a more personalized, relevant, and meaningful professional development experience. This supplemental guide aims to help you identify the essential artifacts in your LDM practicum portfolio. There are two types of portfolio artifacts. The first one, required artifacts, which are artifacts that you have to include in the portfolio as this covers the standard work that you do in the LDMs. And self-selected artifacts are those that you might consider having in your portfolio to satisfy the criteria used in assessing it. This is not an exhaustive list. Bakit po? Kasi konti lang naman pong artifacts ang kailangan nyo para po mabuo ang inyong portfolio. You may add artifacts from your work that better illustrates your learning and application of the course. Use the Practicum Portfolio rubric to guide your artifact selection. This is the Practicum Portfolio rubric. So kung mapapansin nyo po, it is divided into 5. So ang una po ay demonstration of progress of LDM implementation, 30%. Quality of reflection, 25%. Demonstration of professional standards, 20%. Language and overall presentation of the output, 15%. Organization of portfolio, 5%. So, pwede po kayong makakuha dyan ng 5, excellent, 4, very satisfactory, 3, satisfactory, or 2, marginal. Required artifacts for teachers. So, this is the table guide. As you can see, it is divided into 3, the LDM artifact, remarks, PPST strand. The first column lists the artifacts that are aligned to the daily outputs that you create during the course of the year. Second column describes the artifact to be collected. Third column indicates the professional standards that are met by the respective output. Note that this provides information into how LDM outputs align with the school year 2020 to 2021 RPMS portfolio, which can guide you in determining which outputs you can include in your IPCRF. There could be other strands in which the artifacts may contribute to their attainment but are not indicated in the table. We have to remember that it's important to align the artifacts or MOBs with the professional standard because it helps us to understand the professional standards better and produce outputs that are SMART, which is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. Items in boldface or RPMS Year 2 priority strands. You may also refer to the supplemental RPMS document for the other MOBs or artifacts under these strands. Before we proceed, let us first play 4 picks 1 word. So I'll give you 5 seconds to answer. Number 1. Ano po kaya ito? Let us see if your answer is correct. It is Individual Learning Monitoring Plan. Next. Ano kaya ito? And let us see if your answer is the same in my slide. It is Weekly Home Learning Plan. Number 3. The answer is Learning Resources. And not but the least, number 4. It is Certificate of Participation. So, Individual Learning Monitoring Plan, Weekly Home Learning Plan, Learning Resources, Certificate of Participation. Kung meron po kayo nitong 4 na to, meron na po kayong artifacts or MOBs para sa inyong portfolio. For individual learning monitoring plans, you may include 2 to 3 ILMPs to show the improvements you made in creating ILMPs. Highlight in the annotation or compare the parts of the ILMPs in which you made adjustments. So the ILMPs could be for the same student or for different learners. Mas okay po kung yung gagamitin nyo pong ILMPs ay sa same student lang po. Para makita rin po kung meron po ba siyang significant or insignificant progress. Example po, yung unang ILMP po niya, tas nakalagay po sa unang ILMP po, ay may insignificant progress po yung bata regarding po sa kung ano mang issue yan. And then, dun po sa susunod na ILMP po, so same bata po, makikita rin po doon kung meron bang progress si bata or wala pa rin po after giving intervention. So, pangatlo pong ILMP, kung tatlo po yung gagamitin nyo, pwede pong makita po doon kung may significant progress na po si bata. Third artifact po ay teacher-made or modified learning resources. You may include of the following learning resources. For MDL, 2 to 3 sample modules. O kaya po yung mga worksheets, or kung yung mga quizzes po na ginawa nyo. ODL, screenshots of 2 to 3 online lessons, presentations, quizzes, using collaborative technology, kagaya ng Padlet, Google Classroom, etc. Paano po ako? MDL teacher po ako. Pwede ko po rin po bang gamitin ang aking modified learning resources na ginamitan ko po ng Padlet, ng Quizizz, ng Menti, at kung ano-ano pa? Opo, pwede po. Pwede po natin yung gamitin. Kahit po tayo ay MDL teacher. Ito po ang isa sa example ng modified learning resources via recorded video lesson uploaded po sa YouTube. Learning activity sheets po via PowerPoint, pwede rin po yun. Learning activity sheets via quizzes. Quiz via Google Form. Fourth LDM artifact, certificates of participation in any professional development activities. You may include certificates received from 2 to 3 PD activities. In the annotation, briefly explain whether these were part or not part of your original PD goals in your development plan, and how you applied what you have learned in your work as a teacher. PPST strand po, 7.3, Professional Links with Colleagues, and 7.5, Professional Development Goals. The last LDM artifact is your reflective summary. So this reflective essay should answer the question, do you feel that this collection of work really reflects your abilities and what you have achieved this through the LDM course, why or why not. Your reflection should describe your personal experience in implementing distance LDMs, show depth of analysis and synthesis of this experience, and relate it to professional standards and to your professional and personal development goals. For PPST Strand 7.4, Professional Reflection and Learning to Improve Practice. If ang score nyo po sa inyong portfolio ay unsatisfactory, pwede pa po kayong magdagdag ng artifacts. Ito po yung mga self-selected artifacts. First, MOBs on engaging learners for their progress and achievement. You may include photo documentation of conversations through chat or text or video conference about class requirements. Notes or messages as feedback to their submitted outputs. For example, activity sheets, SLMs, portfolio, performance tasks, and so on and so forth. And kumustahan or consultation sessions with learners. Kindly blur names and photos of students, parents, or guardians to protect their privacy. For PPST Strand 5.2, monitor and evaluation of learner progress and achievement. 5.3, feedback to improve learning. Ito po yung conversation ko with my student. Kung mapapansin niyo po, tinakpan ko po ang kanyang pangalan sa picture. Sa baba po, nagdagdag naman po ako ng brief description po about sa picture. Same student lang po yung kausap ko po dito sa chat. So, kausap ko po siya noong March 15 regarding po dun sa class requirement po namin o yung mga worksheets na kailangan niya pong sagutan. Sa second screenshot naman po, nag-send po ng mga learning activity sheets po si teacher para po guide ng bata kung ano po yung mga learning activity sheets na hindi pa po niya nasasagutan. Dito naman po, example po dito ay feedback to student submitted output. Ang output po ng bata ay pinasa po via messenger. So, makikita nyo po, sinend ng Tuesday, 11:34 p.m. Then, si teacher po, nagbigay po ng feedback regarding po sa output ng bata. Same day po, ang time lang po ay 11:40. So, may 6 minutes lang pong pagitan. Next LDM artifact po ay MOBs on professional engagement with colleagues. You may include photo documentation of socially distanced in-person or online synchronous Slack sessions, LDM-related Slack chats, gaya ng text, messenger, Viber, etc., faculty meetings, in-service trainings, PPST Strand 7.3, professional links with colleagues. Example MOB, synchronous Slack session. So, ito po ay Slack documentation report. In-screenshot ko lang po siya and then in-attach po dito. Ito naman po ay LDM-related Slack chat. Documentation report of in-service training. Last is MOBs on engaging key stakeholders in the teaching-learning process. You may include photo documentation of conversations with parents or guardians through chat or text or video conference. Parents dropping off the modules at designated school boxes. So remember, blur names and photos of parents or guardians to protect their privacy. For PPST Strand 5.4, communication of learner needs, progress, and achievement to key stakeholders. 6.2, engagement of parents and the wider school community in the educative process. Formatting guidelines. The LDM Practicum Portfolio can be submitted in either printed or digital form. Since nasa panahon po tayo ng pandemya, teachers are highly encouraged to submit their portfolio in digital form. Digital submissions may be collated in a PowerPoint and stored in a folder provided by the LAC leader. The following elements also have to be included in your portfolio. First, cover or title page. Next, table of contents. Table of contents should be included after the title page or cover to help readers navigate the portfolio. Third, short annotations. Short annotations that highlight the demonstration of progress in the implementation of the LDM and the information on the relevant strands in which the artifacts contribute to. Allow me to show to you the template of our school for building LDM2 Practicum Portfolio. Ito po ang sample cover page ng portfolio. Dito po indicate Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, kung saang region po kayo belong, schools division nyo po, and then optional pong ilagay, pwede nyo po ilagay kung saang district po kayo. And don't forget po the title of your portfolio, which is Learning Delivery Modality Course 2, Practicum Portfolio Artifacts or MOPs. Pangalan nyo po, pangalan po ng LAC leader, then pangalan po ng inyong school head. After ng cover page po ay table of contents. So makikita nyo po dito, name of required artifacts, and then yung mga pages po. Kung ang score nyo po ay unsatisfactory, pwede nyo pong idagdag tong mga self-selected artifacts. So ito po makikita nyo rin po dito yung pages. Ito naman po ang title page ng required artifacts. Dito po tayo mag-i-start ng paging. Ito po ay page number 1. Kung mapapansin nyo po, wala pong naka-indicate po dito na page number 1. Ito po ay invisible. Saan po tayo maglalagay ng visible na page number? After po nito, dun po sa unang artifact po. Ito po yung first slide ng artifact. So may heading po tayo. Ito po ay page number 2. Bakit po page number 2? Kasi po, yung title page po ng required artifact, dun po mag-i-start ang numbering. So, yun po yung page number 1. Ito po ay page number 2. Ang ating first artifact ay ILMP. So, ito po ang ating professional standard strand. Ilalagay po natin dito yung ating MOB or artifact. And then, don't forget the annotations. Ito po ay same ng page 3 and page 4. Bakit po? Kasi parehas lang po ng name of artifact. Dahil po dito sa ILMP, kailangan po natin ay 2 to 3 ILMPs. Ang mababago na lang po ay yung ating screenshots or yung ating pictures dito sa artifact na to. Dito nyo po ilalagay ang second ILMP nyo po. Insert nyo po dito ang inyong third ILMP kung meron po, pero kung wala naman po, delete nyo na lang po itong part na to. May heading pa rin po, page number. Ito po ang ating second artifact or MOB. So, lesson plans po. Professional standard strand po. Insert nyo lang po dito yung inyong artifact or MOB. And then, annotation po. Save lang po ito ng page 6 at saka po ng page 7. Insert nyo po dito ang screenshot ng inyong second lesson plan or WHLP or LE. Kung meron po kayong third lesson plan, dito nyo po ilalagay. Kung wala naman po, i-delete nyo na lang po itong part na to. The next artifact po natin ito. Makita nyo po may heading pa rin, page number, name of artifact, professional standard strand. Then insert nyo lang po dito yung inyong MOB. Then, annotation. Parehas lang din po ito ng page 9 at page 10. Dito nyo naman po ilalagay ang inyong second modified LR. Insert nyo naman po dito ang inyong ikatlong modified LR. Ang next MOB po natin ay Certificate of Participation in any Professional Development Activities. Insert nyo lang po dito yung first Certificate of Participation nyo po. Insert nyo po dito ang second Certificate of Participation nyo po. Dito nyo naman po ilalagay ang inyong third Certificate of Participation. Dito nyo naman po isusulat ang inyong reflective essay. Kapag po kailangan nyo pa po ng second page, i-duplicate nyo lang po ito. Isulat nyo po dito ang kaduktong ng inyong reflective essay. Kapag kulang pa rin po yung pages para po sa inyong reflective essay, pwede po kayo mag-insert po or mag-duplicate po ng another slide. So, sulat nyo lang po dito ang karagdagan or continuation na inyong reflective essay. Para naman po sa ating page 16, ito naman po yung title page ng self-selected artifact. Kung mapapansin niyo po, wala pong nakasulat ditong page number. Kasi po ito po ay invisible page number. Dito po start ang ating self-selected artifact. So kung mapapansin nyo, same format lang po siya ng required artifact. Meron din pong heading, page number, name of artifact. Ang mababago na lang po syempre, yung pangalan ng artifact. And then, yung professional standard strand. Tapos, ilalagay nyo po dito kung ano po yung artifact nyo or yung MOB. Lalagay din po ng annotation. Kung may karagdagang MOB po kayo, i-duplicate nyo lang po itong page na to, and then insert nyo lang po dito yung another artifact or MOB nyo po. Ito po yung slide ng next artifact. Dito naman po ilalagay ang last MOB para sa self-selected artifact. When you are done, you may submit your portfolio to your LAC leader. Evaluation forms shall follow a similar consolidation structure as pre-implementation. Ang evaluation form po na gagamitin sa atin ng ating respective evaluator sa pag-grade sa atin ay ang LDM Form 3.2P, LDM Portfolio Evaluation of Teachers. Important things to remember before using the LDM2 Practicum Evaluation Template. The templates are from NIAP or DepEd Central Office. The template can be only used for one LAC group with 15 or less members, so create multiple copies if needed. The ratee must have a score of 2.5 and up to pass the evaluation. Presentation of your portfolio to your LAC leader is optional. Evaluators may hold a practicum portfolio conference with each LDM participant where he or she presents his or her outputs and reflection. Evaluators are also encouraged to facilitate a conversation on what the presenter has just shared. This individual portfolio presentation conference may take 20 to 30 minutes. Let me leave this quote to you. Self-belief and hard work are important in order to attain success in all aspects of life, especially in our professions as teachers. Let us all believe that we can finish our LDM2 Practicum Portfolio with the guidance of our Lord God. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something from me.